John Podesta said some horrible things about you, and boy, was he right. He said some beauties. And Bernie Sanders, he said you have bad judgment. You do. And if you think that going into Mosul, after we let the world know we're going in, and all of the people that we really wanted, the leaders, they're all gone. If you think that was good, then you do. Now, John Podesta said you have terrible instincts. Bernie Sanders said
you are the most dangerous person to run for president in the modern history of America.
And you also said that that Syria and Russia are busy fighting ISIS. In fact, they have been the ones who've been bombing and shelling eastern Aleppo, and they just announced a humanitarian pause, in effect admitting that they have been bombing and shelling Aleppo. Would you like to clear that up?
Well, Aleppo is a disaster. It's a humanitarian nightmare, but it has fallen from any standpoint. I mean, when you need a signed document, take a look at Aleppo. It is so sad when you see what's happened. And a lot of this is because of Hillary Clinton. Because what's happened is by fighting Assad, who turned out to be a lot tougher than she thought, and now she's going to say, oh, he loves Assad. He's just much tougher and much smaller. Who we made very powerful. We gave them $150 billion back, $7 billion. Now, they have lied. He has aligned with Russia and with Iran. They don't want ISIS, but they have other things because we're backing rebels. We don't know who the rebels are. We're giving them lots of money, lots of everything. We don't know who the rebels are. And with as bad as Assad is, and he's a bad guy, but you may very well end up with worse than Assad. And this is what's caused the Great Migration, where she's taken in tens of thousands of Syrian refugees who propagate, and we now have them in our country. And what happens in the coming years? Lots of luck, Hillary. Thanks a lot for doing a great job.
Secretary Clinton.
First of all, I think a no-fly zone could save lives and could hasten the end of the conflict. I'm well aware of the really legitimate concerns that you have expressed from both the president and the general. This would not be done just on the first day. This would take a lot of negotiation. It would also take making it clear to the Russians and the Syrians that our purpose here was to provide safe zones on the ground. We've had millions of people leave Syria, and make it very clear to the Russians and the Syrians that this was something